You all in on the Rockets?
Yes, in the sense that I believe they actually have a chance to win a championship this year. I've changed my mind. I know every year we go into the season thinking this year 2 teams, some years like 3 teams, and 2 of them, of those 3, 2 of them are going to wind up in the finals. And we know every year, and then the season takes twists and turns, and we start convincing ourselves, hey, what about this team, or maybe that team's, and then it turns out being just what we thought. So it's hard to say at this point in the season if this is just more of the same, but I suspect it's not. I think that and let me tell you the people who deserve credit for the Rockets right now. Daryl Morey, who did a great job putting it together, where there were no obvious superstars available, right, when he got James Harden. Mike D'Antoni, who's done a fantastic job coaching the team. James Harden, who might be the MVP, and especially Chris Paul, because it did not have to work out like this. This is the best version of what this team could be. Harden, 2 combo guards, point guards in the backcourt, sharing the way they do, playing to win the way they're playing. James Harden, the captain of the offense, Chris Paul, the captain of the defense. Because they shoot so many threes, because they have 2 superstars playing together, sacrificing ego as well as they're playing, because D'Antoni has this offense clicking the way it is, and they've turned into an excellent defensive team. In fact, I believe this season is now a 3-team race. I do not quite include the Celtics in this class, but Houston's reliance on the 3-point shot gives them a puncher's chance. But it's a puncher's chance the way Mike Tyson used to have a puncher's chance, quote unquote. Of course, you have the Cavs and the Warriors. The Rockets are 3rd in that race, but they are live. And if they get out of the West, I might pick them as favorites over the Cavs if they could somehow get out of the West over the Warriors. This team is not a mirage. They are truly an excellent team. Stephen A. still got to prove it in the playoffs. None of these guys have good playoff records, but right now they look like the real deal.
Well, thank you for leaving the point to me. Here's the point. I would tell you that I disagree. I'm not sold on them just yet because it's the regular season. They have to prove it in the postseason. They've got to do something along those lines. I'm impressed by what I'm seeing. I love the fact that they have a multitude of shooters. I love the fact that about 3 or 4 guys shoot better than 85% from the free throw line. I love the fact that CP3 is shooting 48% from the field and 41% from three-point range, and he's being the floor general that he is, even playing off the ball sometimes because he doesn't have the onus placed on his shoulders that he's customarily had throughout his career. But I still need to see the San Antonio Spurs with a healthy Kawhi Leonard, because we were saying similar things, not the same things, but similar things about the Houston Rockets last year when they were rolling and they were a top 2 seed in the West. And then here comes the San Antonio Spurs come playoff time, who controls pace. They're bigger, they rebound better, they know how to play efficient defense. It remains to be seen what they're going to be. We also have to be mindful of the possibility that Houston could be peaking early. I'm more interested in seeing what James Harden does in the postseason. I believe in this brother, and I believe he's going to make amends for last year, but he still has to do it.
When you add an elite talent, which Chris Paul is, he's an elite NBA player, you add that to a high 50 wins team, it doesn't always have to get better. You know, there are all these issues you got to work out, who has the ball, but when that elite talent puts aside his ego or uses his ego in service of the team, they do get better. And here, that's what happened. It's like Durant going to the Warriors, some version of that. You already had an excellent team. You added a Hall of Famer, and maybe they're a great team now.